just let me know how I can support. But here we are live.
Hey, thanks for joining us, guys.
And we're back.
We're back. Yes, yeah. The last session was a little rough for me, but I sorted it. So yeah, I guess welcome to the live staking session. So we wanted to make sure that everybody was able to properly use Keplr to stake. And so I want to take this opportunity to kind of go through and just show you the entire process. I have like one regen left over, so we can go through the process a couple of times and show you. Yeah, and actually I see a question. Can you explain why it's important to stake? Actually, so this is something that you could lean in on, Christian, if you want to answer that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great place to start. So there's two parts to this. One is an answer relating to the entire network and how it's of service to the network, and the other is why you might financially want to stake. So the first one is a security thing and your participation in governance. You own Regen tokens. Regen tokens are governance tokens on the domain-specific blockchain for ecological data and ecological claims. What those tokens do for you is give you the right to participate in governance, to help secure the network, and to receive block rewards from all the transactions that happen on chain. But none of those things are actually possible. Like I say, you have the rights to do it, but the only way you activate your rights is by staking your tokens. So when you stake your tokens, you then get to participate in any governance proposals and cast a vote about whether you think that something should happen or not. You then get issued block rewards, which I'll come back to and talk about in a second. But you're also, what staking actually is that you're saying, okay, I have a group of validators that I really believe in. I believe that they're trustworthy. I believe that their technology is secure. I am going to put up a bond, basically, that says these guys are good. And when you stake with them, you are basically, I guess a bond is a good way to put it. You're saying, I'm putting my money up to say that these guys are trustworthy. Now, if those guys do something that is bad for the network, their technology halters and they miss some blocks, or they double count something, or they try to do something nefarious, they are going to get slashed, and some of your tokens are going to get slashed as well, which means that you're going to lose some of your tokens. The good news is that the way that proof of stake blockchains are set up, validators have very little incentive to try to do something nefarious because they're going to get caught. There are 49 other validators that are not going to do that thing, and everybody's going to point at that validator and say, like, how did they come up with this wrong transaction here? And they're just going to get caught and slashed. So, for example, on the Cosmos blockchain, the vast majority of validators have never had their tokens slashed. So as long as you validate with a trustworthy, as long as you delegate with a trustworthy validator, you're not likely to get slashed in the long run. Okay, the second part is your own incentives. So you get rewarded for helping to secure the network by delegating. When you delegate, you get your fair portion of the block rewards that happen every block. So whenever there's a transaction, there's a small transaction fee. Those transactions are then distributed to all the people who are delegating or validating on chain. And what's interesting is at the beginning of the blockchain, like today, are going to be the highest block rewards of any times in terms of percentage that would be going to you. As more people stake over time, that staking percentage comes down, and will probably land somewhere between 10 and 12% in the long run. But today it might be 30 or 40% that's getting paid out. So there's a real incentive to get staked as soon as possible. Dan knows this stuff much more technically than I do. So please, Dan, fill in if I
Yeah, no, you said it, you nailed it. Yeah, that's exactly it, on both sides of it. So, yeah, so I guess I can get into how to actually do it. So since I'm going to show you my wallet, I have to actually share my entire screen. So let me close out any messenger apps that might get in the way here. I think that should do it. Okay. And you're going to see oh, dang it. Oh no.
You get to see me. So I've asked Dan to walk through this staking process as if he's talking to my mom or someone who's never done this before. So when he shares his screen, he's going to go through very slowly and meticulously, letting people know the exact steps it will take to go from, Keplr to actually getting staked here. So appreciate that, Dan.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So can you see my screen there, Christian?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So what you're looking at here is actually the web interface that Keplr has built. So this is actually the page where you will find all of the different validators. I'm not logged in at the moment, so that's what I'm going to do now. So up in your extensions on your Chrome or Brave browser, you're going to see all these different extensions on mine, but the one that you want to look for is this K. If you hover over it, it'll actually tell you what the name of it is. So Keplr.
And Dan, on my window, the K is hidden behind a little puzzle piece.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Right. So if there's a puzzle piece here too, that is where all of your extensions are kept. So if you don't actually see it, and this is true for any extension that you have in your browser, if you don't see an extension, definitely click the little puzzle piece and you're going to see all of your extensions there. So yeah, definitely always be aware of that. That's happened to me in the past, and I'm like, where are my extensions? But yeah, good point. So yeah, so you'll want to, once you find it, let's say you have to go in here, we can do it right from in there. You click on Keplr, and it's going to load up your wallet. I've already logged in with my password. So when you open it up, if you're not logged in, you may actually have to enter your password. Once you do enter your password, you will be presented with this wallet interface, as most of you are probably already used to. One important thing that I want to go over before we get into the actual staking of things is this top portion right here where it says Regen. You're going to want to click on that. And you're going to want to make sure that you're actually on Regen, because it may say Cosmos or something for you. So you want to make sure that you're actually in Regen. And so with that being said, since we literally just today moved on to Mainnet, we no longer need the DevNet that we were all using to check our wallet balances. So I'm going to show you guys how to get rid of that too. So you've got Regen DevNet down here under beta support. And all you're going to do is you're just going to click that X. It's going to ask you, are you sure you want to remove the Regen DevNet? And you're going to say yes. And then now that's going to be gone, and you're not going to ever have to worry about that. So it's no longer there. The only Regen we're concerned with is the one that says just Regen. So, okay, so in the wallet interface, you guys are probably used to this. You'll have your balance here, and you'll have an available balance. Through a stroke of luck, I kept just enough Regen in there to show you guys how to stake. But under available, you'll see how many Regen tokens you actually have available for staking. Then right underneath that, you'll see staked. So you can see that I've already staked like 99% of my tokens right away. And the reason I did that right away is because of what Christian mentioned, that there's an incentive to get staked immediately, because right now the percentage that we're earning is a lot higher. Somebody can do the math if they want, but I've already earned some Regen tokens. It's like 2.7. out of the 6,500 that I have. So whatever the math is on that. And of course, we've only been live for just over 4 hours. Okay, so and actually here in stake, so this is what we're going to be focusing on during this session. It says you can earn up to 65.65%. So that'll vary. As Christian mentioned, as more stake is coming into the system, that percentage is going to decrease. So I think this might be correct. And today we're earning 65%, which is, I mean, it's going to, there's no way that maybe we are. I have no idea. I'm not huge on the percentage. That's not really my game. I know how the staking part works though. So what you're going to want to do, if you have some balance available, you're going to want to click stake. And once you click stake, it's going to bring you to this page that you've already seen. And it looks just like this. One thing to do anytime you open up any kind of pages like this, especially, we're talking finances here. So, check your URL and make sure you're actually at Keplr.app. And then, go over here on the left-hand side and make sure that you are actually in the Regen Network. You'll see your wallet address there that you can compare inside of over here in your wallet extension. So if you open it up, it takes a second to load, probably longer on my computer. But you can see here, if I compare just the last numbers, RD3M, and it even has the same balance available. So it says available balance here, and then that's my available balance. So I know that this is actually the wallet that I'm using. This is the one that I want to stake with. So on this page here, and before I go there, you can use, this is the same process for any of the other chains too. So if, once you're here, you can use the other ones. But, at the top here, you will see that Regen staking, total staked. So I've got the 6522 Regen staked in there. And this is where I actually claim my reward too. So if I wanted to claim my reward, I would just click on this and then I would accept. I won't show you how to do that for this session. But if you have questions about that, you can reach out to us in Discord and I can guide you through that process. Underneath the Regen staking portion here, you're going to see who I've delegated to, and there I can explain my reasoning. It's not like you are forced to stake with these guys. It doesn't mean that they're the best. It's just a personal preference. I believe in Witvol. And Tavis, well, they're only taking 2%, but I'll get to that. So you'll be able to see right here who you're delegating to. Underneath that, you got the all validators, and this is all of the active validators in our set. So we have 50 validators in our active set. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you're going to see 50 validators. You're also going to see their voting power, which is here. And maybe after this, maybe I'll have you talk about what the voting power means, Christian, unless you want me to. And then you'll also see the commission. So this is what I based my stake on for Tavis, because they're only charging 2%, which means I'm earning more with that delegation than I am with the Witvol one. And basically this is, it's, it's really a personal preference. I trust Tavis. They're in the top here. I went to the forum. I've read their dialogue and I like what they're doing. I think it's great that they're only charging 2%. So then I went ahead and delegated to them. But let's choose somebody else. Let's just do this randomly. So Alex Bambarello, I'll use him. He's an active community member, and I've spoken with him quite a bit. I know his setup. He's only charging 5% commission, which is great. and I'm going to go ahead and stake with him. So I would click manage. And when I click manage, this little guy will pop up here. There's a description. And it says my delegation. So my delegation currently is 0. I have not delegated to him. This might be a little confusing because I have not delegated. However, it says undelegate. Don't worry about that. We're going to worry about the blue button. So on the blue button, click delegate. And this is your delegation screen. Now there's a little warning. This is something that most people know, but if you're new, you may not know this. So staking will lock your funds for 21 days. It says 21 plus, but I think it's literally 21 days to the second. And you will need to undelegate in order for your staked assets to be liquid again. So when you stake, it's locked in there. And you can't get it back unless you undelegate, and then you have to wait 21 days. And just wanted to point that out for you guys, just in case. Okay, so my delegation, again, there's 0. I haven't delegated anything to him yet. And I have an available balance. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll just do 0.02 so I can show you a couple of times. I type in the amount there, 0.02 regen, and then I click the blue delegate button. Okay, when I do that, my wallet will pop up. This is my regen wallet here. You see some details about the transaction that I'm performing. It's a delegate transaction, and I'm delegating 0.2 regen to regen developer, and then his address. So this is the validator's address. If you were to do this via the CLI, that's the address that's the address that you would use. Then you go down here. You could do a cool memo. Let's do a cool memo. Happy birthday, Regen. We love you. And I would click the average. So I'm going to use an average transaction, and I'm going to approve that. And that's the gas fees. So we can talk about gas fees probably another time too, but for the purposes of this, it's not super important. Now, that went really quickly, and the way that I know that it worked is, well, first of all, the window disappeared, and over here on the left-hand side, under available balance, it now says 0.78, which I had 0.98, and I delegated 2, so now I have 0.78. You can also, again, verify that right inside of your wallet. Let this. Yep, so it's already, so you can see this number earn up to, this is decreased since we started this. Okay, let me show you guys one more time. So you're on your page here. You know, you went, sorry, I shouldn't have closed that. So you're inside of your wallet. When it loads, you go down to stake, click your stake, and then you choose a validator. Let's do another one this time. Well, they already got some of my stake there. Oh man, I can't remember who it was, but there's one of our validators. Just to know, I forget who it is. I should remember. Maybe easy to stake. I can't remember. I'm sorry, but if you delegate a certain amount, they actually plant trees. So you may want to consider something like that. Again, go to the forum and read about the different validators. But for the purposes of this, we'll just go ahead and pick Fresh Regen. I know about them as well. Click the manage. Here you can see a little description of what they do. And I'm going to click the blue delegate. I'm going to see that I haven't delegated anything and that I have an available balance. I'm going to type in 0.2. And at this point, you can choose whatever you want. I'm just using 0.2 just to show you guys. Click delegate. My wallet pops open. Under messages, I can see I'm doing a delegation for 0.2 regen to this address. I'm going to use the average fees. I'm going to click approve. Wait for it to load. So it's actually right now, it's actually talking to the blockchain. So you're actually waiting for the transaction to be validated, in fact. All right, that worked. Available balance 0.5725. So we are good to go. And so, yeah, that's really it. That's really it. Just a couple of steps. Go to your wallet extension, click stake. It'll bring you here. Click manage, and you enter in your amount.
Awesome.
So I couldn't see you guys this whole time, but I hope there wasn't any questions while I was doing that.
That's great. Just to be clear for everyone, Dan was staking 0.2 at a time because he only had one regen token left in his wallet. For you, as you're thinking about staking your entire balance, you might divide it by 5 or divide it by 10, and stake it to 5 different validators or 10 different validators. That's a good way to go. It kind of spreads your minimal risk out, just in case one of your validators did get slashed, as well as it spreads out the rewards for the different validators. It encourages lots of different validators to participate.
Yep.
Let's see. So great. I hope that was helpful for everyone. Let's see. There is a question down here. How do we get regen token whenever, whatever it is called? So Isaac, at this point, there's no way to get regen tokens. You had to either participate in the private sale, and for now, there's no transactions allowed on chain until it gets voted by the community. So that'll probably happen in about a month's time. Transactions will take place, and then shortly after that, we're going to have a public sale where we have a liquidity bootstrapping sale, where then it will be available on a Cosmos-based AMM, or decentralized exchange. Is it true that there is no maximum that a validator can stake, so there's not a rush to choose a particular validator? I think I understand what you're saying. Yeah, let's say that you particularly wanted to validate with Chorus One. Maybe what you're saying is, Chorus One could only have, 5 million tokens validated to them. That's not the case as far as I'm aware. If everyone wanted to validate with Chorus One, then everyone could. Fortunately, we don't want that to happen, because that's not good security if only one validator has all the tokens. We actually want it pretty evenly spread out across a bunch of validators. But yeah, there's no hurry from that side of things to stake. Tell us more about claiming the rewards. Okay, this is the good one, Dan, that you could talk about a little bit.
The claiming of the rewards.
Yeah, how do you claim them and then maybe restake them, or?
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, I can even show you. I've got some ready to go right now.
Already earned rewards.
I've already been earning. It's amazing. So yeah, I'll go ahead and share my screen again. And get us out of here so you don't see the tunneling effect. Okay, so you would to claim your rewards. Let me show you the way. Let's say you weren't on this page. We happen to be here already because we're staking. You open up your wallet and the wallet extension there, and you can see down at the bottom that I've got pending staking reward of 2.86. So I'm going to go ahead and claim that. I just click claim. It's a similar thing, similar to staking, where your wallet will pop up with details. Now let me explain this here. So am I already, man, yeah, we're earning so much that I'm already, just from this little bit, I'm already claiming from everything. But you can see that I'm claiming staking reward, and each one of these is a different validator that I've staked with. So that's why there's 4 of them. We're going to do a memo. Thank you, Regen. And I'm going to approve that. Give it a moment. And watch my wallet balance. See, it increased. So now I've got extra regen. Now what I can do is I'll go ahead and restake it. Why not? Compound it. So I click that stake button just now. And you're going to see over on the left-hand side that I've got now 3.4 as opposed to the 0.5 that I had. And then the same thing. You would just find yourself let's keep spreading the love. How about? Let's find ourselves another validator. Let's see. Let's go to the bottom. Let's give somebody here. So I want to mention something. If I stake with this very bottom person and somebody else all of a sudden comes in to the active validator set, they might actually get bumped. So on this first day, you may just want to be aware of that. If you're only going to stake like one regen, like I'm doing. So let's just, again, we'll just pick, I'm just going to pick a random one right here, stake to earn. Sounds good. So you can see that they're charging 10% commission. So my rewards are not going to be as big. And actually down below, you can see that this one is charging 14% commission. So just beware of these commissions. That's definitely something you want to take a look at. Click manage. All right. Stake to earn. Yep. Click the blue delegate button. To keep it fair, I'm going to give 0.2 to stake to earn, validate to, or delegate 0.2 to stake to earn. Click delegate. While it opens up, I can see that there's a delegate transaction of 0.2. I'm going to use the average fee, and I'm going to approve. Okay. And actually, you can see there's a little blue dot just appeared next to stake to earn. It's just a quick way of seeing that you're staked with them. Of course, you can go up to the top. Excuse me. And now you can see that I'm actually staked with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different validators. Yeah, that's it. And just during this little discussion, my balance has increased even more. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so that's really it. As far as, you know, claiming your rewards, it's just as easy as staking. And then once you're claimed, you just, so that's a good question. You can select average fee. What are the other fees? So basically that's the speed at which you can look at it as the speed at which your transaction will be validated at. So if I would have chosen the high fee, it would have gone even quicker. Currently, I think Keplr might still be, I think this was mentioned earlier, Keplr is still working to do the minimum fee, get that changed. So it's actually not, so it says 0 in the wallet, but it's actually not 0. So I think we're still waiting on an update for that. Yep. So for now, you have to choose average or above, as Dave said in the chat there.
And because our chain has so few transactions going through every block, there's no congestion. So right now, I don't even think your transaction would go faster if you choose faster. But down the road, once we have lots of things happening, there's actually like an active auction going on for which transactions will get included in the block. And so if you're doing something where you need it to go through quickly, then you want to choose a higher transactions fee. And if you don't mind if it takes, you know, half a minute rather than 6 seconds, it's probably fine to choose. A lot of times, like I'll do that. I'll be cheap or greedy or whatever, and I'm just like, well, there's no reason for this transaction to go through as quickly as possible, and I just click low on Cosmos, and I just wait a little longer, and I'm good. Yeah, especially on the Ethereum blockchain, that can save you a lot of money.
Yes, on the Ethereum, definitely. But it might take forever too if you if you choose slow. So yeah,
That's right.
absolutely. This is why Cosmos is better.
All right, cool. And it looks like Luke is able to see his tokens now they updated the extension. So that's a good thing for the whole community to know. And Dan, you're probably going to get this question in Discord. People are going to say, I can't see my tokens, or I can't see the term regen in there. If they just do an extension update, it solves it.
Comes back. Okay. Yeah, I think it's 8.5. I think is where we should be. So.
Yep. Luke, thanks for reporting back. That's really helpful.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Maybe we have some more questions in here. Will it be possible to earn tokens by learning and participating in community events? So that type of earning tokens is a different thing. So the type of earning that you're doing when you're staking your tokens is a programmatic earning. It's these block rewards that are a function of the actual blockchain itself. Now, there's going to be events down the line that the Regen Foundation is going to host, or maybe even that R&D Inc., or even individual people might host an event where they say, hey, anyone that shows up and it does A, B, and C, I'm going to reward you with 100 Regen tokens. So those types of grants or bounties, sometimes they're called in the blockchain space, will come up. It's more like a giveaway or a grant or a.
Yeah, and to speak to that, there was just an event. I think it's ended now. It's called Riddlethon that we participated in. And folks who participated in it and solved these cool little blockchain riddles were actually rewarded with regen tokens. Now, keep in mind, they have to wait a little while to actually receive them because transfers are not enabled at the moment. But yeah, once transfers are enabled, yeah, there's going to be, hackathons and different, all sorts of different, like Christian mentioned, bounties out there for people. And it may be us that does it, or it may be individuals, or, because you could have, there's
like a gift contest.
Really, yeah.
Like I could see someone even in Discord saying, hey, I've got 50 regen. I'm going to give five lots of 10 regens to the 5 best gifts that people submit the next day. So everyone will submit a bunch of regen gifts up on the Discord channel. And then the person will select the 5 they like and ask for your address, and then they'll send you the 10 regens. So that type of thing is going to happen for sure.
Yep, absolutely. You see it in other communities all the time. So.
Yeah. So, I see. Jenny's just repeating back a little bit of what we're saying.
Oh, right.
Grants and events will provide regen tokens as rewards, and there will be other opportunities to earn tokens as well.
Oh, so they're discussing. John had asked, is the fee the gas cost? And yes, it's also called gas on Cosmos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And a little bit of that will end up back in your wallet because you are staking your tokens. So you're one of the delegators that has the right to receive a little bit of block rewards all the time. So just now, when Dan harvested his rewards, some of that was the fees that other people have been paying when they were delegating.
Yep.
So yeah, it all cycles around.
Gentlemen, I think it is about that time.
We could go on forever.
Sit here and answer questions for days.
And I think there may be some value in doing this again, particularly after we have a liquidity event or some other opportunities. But anyhow, definitely for everyone following us, please jump into our Telegram or Discord channel or our forum. There's so many ways. And, speaking on behalf of the team, Dan is absolute badass at serving and supporting the community, and he will respond ASAP. He does not sleep. Apparently, something, I don't know.
A couple hours a night.
Yeah, a couple hours a night. So either way, I think it's time to wrap up. You two are literally the last guests, so you get the final word, and then it's time to shut this baby down.
Nice. Dan, would you post a Discord link in the chat there, just so if anyone else here has any more questions, just bring them to Discord. And Dan doesn't sleep. That's He is always there.
I am. I live behind a computer, so I do go outside sometimes, but not very often.
There's a
And
lot
I'll
of beautiful
take
things
just a
outside.
second. I have to actually, since I was having computer issues, I shut everything down. So I have to open up Discord. Okay, so it's open. Let me go to our Discord server here and grab a link for everybody. I'll make it so it doesn't expire.
Mike, you're saying your tokens are still not showing up. We'll have to bring this to Discord to help figure out what's going on there.
Yeah. Come to Discord. I'll be in there. Yeah, just hit me up. I'm the admin in there, and I believe we have a wallet support channel, so you could just go in there and ask your question, and I'll get to you ASAP.
Great. Yeah. All right. Wow, what an amazing day. Thanks everybody, all of you guys that have stuck around this entire time. So impressed. And today is just the start. You know, we just birthed something new here, and there's
Yes.
unknown potential out in front of us.
All right, everybody. Well, I'm Regen Dave. Thank you so much for being here today. To all of our guests, to all of you stuck around, there's 59 of you still online, which is amazing. I mean, we've gone a full 6 hours. So while I fall over here and pass out for the next 8 hours, I do want to wish you all best wishes as we stop at nothing short of planetary regeneration here at Regen Network. Thank you, everybody. Everything will be recorded and distributed. Please join our email list. Find us on Discord, Telegram, Twitter, and we will see you probably tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.